we believe we are the people of God's choice. We believe in the judgment. The judgment will take place in America. The resurrection will take place in America. The separation will take place in America, and the destruction will take place in America. Doom will take place in America. Doomsday will take place right here. This is the place the Bible is talking about. When the Bible mentions Babylon, it means America. When the Bible mentions Sodom and Gomorrah, that's America. When the Bible mentions Egypt, that's America. This is Rome. This is Babylon. This is that wicked kingdom that God is going to come and set fighting to in the last day. And you're living in that day right now. And I'm praying.
I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, the one and only Elohim of Israel, Shalom and blessings to all my brothers and sisters, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertain the adoption, the glory, the covenants, the giving of the law, the service of Elohim, and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, our Mashiach came, who is overall Elohim blessed. Hold on 1 second. Can y'all hear me? Hit the chat one time if y'all can hear me. Making sure my sound good. Just switched out my microphone, so can y'all hear me? Hit one in the chat. Okay, cool. Good. All praise to the Most High. Good to see y'all in the chat, man. You know, this is a understatement to say that this is a good time to be alive. It's a good time to see the things written happening right before our eyes. You know, a lot going on. And I knew that when everything started to come to a full, everything would start happening rapidly, you know. And I knew also that when these things started to happen, people would attribute it, do their best to not attribute it to the word of the Most High being fulfilled. But we all know better. We all know what's going on. So shalom once again. I want to welcome everybody. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep this live going. I'm gonna wait for some of the other brothers to come on. I'm waiting for my wife to call me. But America found guilty, the 400-year prophecy being fulfilled. So I'm sure everybody's heard about the UN coming in and saying that America has been found guilty of the worst crime of humanity, which is the transatlantic slave trade. What this does is it opens the can up to who the true people are. We always said the 400-year prophecy was not only just a time frame of the affliction, right? We know that that's talking about us, but for those who doubt that we are the people, the 400-year prophecy does a couple of things. It deals with the time frame. It shows that the time frame happened here within America, and it also reveals who the true people are. Prophecy biblically is the Most High declaring the end from the beginning. Simply put, when you're dealing with prophecy, biblical prophecy, you're dealing with the word of the Most High being determined from the beginning, the end of a matter being determined from the beginning, and those words being established through the mouth of the holy prophets. And these are the words that we read today, right? Everything that's written in prophecy was sealed for our time. And we're starting to see these things happen, the 400 years being fulfilled, the judgments. You know, a lot of people doubted the 400-year prophecy. And, you know, in spite of that, we see the judgments happening. You know, we see the different things happening around the world. You know what I mean? We see different things starting to happen to the Ish people now. You know? And so a lot of things going on. We're going to get into it. Y'all get your scriptures ready. We're going to play some videos to kind of, you know, show the backdrop of what's going on. What's going on, Brother Kadar? I got a scripture too I want to put up.
Shalom, all praises to the Most High. What a good time to be living in. Y'all, I love this topic. Y'all seen what happened with America been found guilty, Israel, Argentina, 52 nations all found guilty. 52 nations didn't even vote, but America voted against it. Argentina and Israel, but 123 nations voted for us. So that tells that we are the true Israelites of the Bible. The crimes on us was the worst ever. Shalom, all praise Most High.
Yeah, I got that video too. So I don't know. Y'all bear with me. I don't know what's wrong with my internet, man. But also too, along with this topic of America being found guilty with the United Nations and the 123 votes and everything. Another thing that's in the talks is reparations, right? And quite naturally that goes hand in hand. The reason that I think this has been put on a burner for a long time is because of that reason, because of reparations. When you start talking about atrocities being done and things being restored, rebuilt, we look at other nations who received it, and here we are 400 years plus, and nothing's been done. And when we talk about reparations, we know it's more than money, but just for the term's sake, the repairing or the restoring or giving back what's owed, that's something that's been put on the back burner. But now that this is going on, we see that it's back in the forefront. For a long time, we've been saying the topic of reparations is not going anywhere. What you think about that, Brother Kadar?
No, and also America voted against reparations within that too. No, that topic is not going nowhere. But this is the thing. Um, when we look at the prophecies, and when we look at Joel chapter 3, right? Joel chapter 3 says, I will bring all these nations down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? So when I look the other day, when I'm looking at that, I look at when they did the voting and these countries was found guilty of what they did to us. That was like a court case, right? Now it's time for the sentencing. So who gonna do that? We know the Most High is gonna have a hand in doing that. I mean, everything is coming up like almost. And I was just praying. I was telling earlier, a couple of days ago, I was like, Most High, can you please give us something? I don't want to get like it was, I need a sign, but can you please give us something? Sometimes, even within this walk, you can get down, you can get out, and especially living in this land. And I be dog, when I seen that, man, I like to went crazy. I was like, wow, this is unreal. This is going hand in hand with the scriptures. And you know, this that told the whole world that we are the true Israelites of the Bible, unless the Bible is a lie. If they want to say we ham, there's no scripture saying ham is going to be treated that way. But we got scriptures to prove that Israel will go into Jacob's trouble, and that's exactly what we went into.
Yep. If this don't tell you who we are, then I don't know what else will. But also to dealing with the point of the indigenous issue we've been dealing with. One of the things that a lot of brothers and sisters who believe we are indigenous have said and have taught and believed is that the transatlantic slave trade is something that never happened. They're saying it's not true, it was made up. But if that were the case, why would it be to this magnitude? We talking about the United Nations, y'all. And real quick, I want to share a video under fair use. Why would it be to this magnitude? You feel what I'm saying? We talking about the United Nations and other nations, pretty much acknowledging this. Hold on, let me find it. This is an acknowledgement of the United Nations and other African nations as well, because we're going to show some videos of that. But even going back to 2020, right? I'm gonna say, myself and the brothers, we stand on the 400 years being fulfilled here between the time frame of 1619 to 2019, being that August of 1620 is when our people arrived, and August of 2020 is when the 400 years was complete mathematically. All right. So we saw that after that time frame, the 400 years of the judgment started to happen. Right, this is when the epidemic started to take place. Then other things started to break out around the world, natural disasters and different things like that. A lot of places where America is pretty much, they have their businesses, their shops and everything like that. Different countries where America drawing resources from and pretty much doing things to where they can operate outside of this country without being taxed. Those places are getting hit, and so this is all happening little by little, and it's led up to this point. Now we got the United Nations. How many years prior to this have reparations been brought to the United Nations? But now all of a sudden this is to the forefront and they making this declaration. Fair use. I'm gonna play this and then we're gonna get some thoughts on this.
Today we commemorate the victims of a staggering crime. Millions of people stolen from their families and communities in Africa, trafficked across the Atlantic, and if they survived the journey, enslaved in the Americas. Millions more were born into bondage, brutally exploited for their labor, and denied their basic humanity. We honor their quiet resilience and courageous acts of open resistance. This global order prevailed for over 400 years and haunts our world even now. In systems and institutions shaped and enriched by chattel slavery, in social and economic inequalities rooted in past injustices, and in biases that permeate our culture and impact us all. On this International Day of Remembrance of the victims of slavery and the transatlantic slave trade, we are called to confront the false narrative of racial difference and the ugly lie of white supremacy, by dismantling racism online, in the media, in schools, at work, in politics, and within ourselves, and by working for truth, justice, and repair. I welcome the initial steps by some governments to address the consequences of slavery, but far bolder actions by many more member states are needed, including commitments to respect African countries' ownership of their own resources, and steps to ensure their equal participation and influence in the global financial architecture and the UN Security Council. Together, let us commit to a world where all people live and thrive in dignity.
So the United Nations acknowledging the transatlantic slave trade as the worst crime of humanity. Right? What you think about that, Kadar? I got a scripture for that.
I think that that's something hit at the right time, right? The end of the 400-year prophecy during the time of judgment. That's exactly, this is right on time, because they're going to have to get judged for what they did. If they, the votes all agree that's the worst crime on humanity, right? So somebody got to get judged. Who's going to pay the penalty? Hit right on time.
Says the worst crime of humanity. Now, what about all the people, in times past and even in the recent past, whenever we brought up slavery, they tried to make slavery insignificant by saying other people went into slavery. I promise you, I never heard white people went into slavery until our slavery started to become more apparent and more understood, the meaning behind it. Once we start to understand the meaning behind what we're going through, and the reasoning behind it, and not just being emotional and angry, now all of a sudden white people been in slavery. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on, brother Yash?
Shalom, shalom.
What's going on?
This what's going on. This mug said that to me before. I told him, where's the proof? You know what I'm saying? They like to do that When they talk about Irish was slave, that was us. They went to Jamaica. Well, this and that. Everybody who was in slavery was us. If you look at the slavery, right, we got all the pictures. Every time you look at pictures of slavery, who do you see? Us. I just want to see one picture with them. And that indentured servitude, that don't even count. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me read this real quick. Then I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna switch to my other device because I'm gonna have to step out. So I'm gonna be on my other device. I'm gonna have to go pick up my wife right quick. Let me read this because on this note, right, of us being in slavery and people want to all of a sudden bring up other slaveries to nullify what we've been through. It's Daniel chapter 9, verse 9. I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says, "O Adonai, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. To Adonai Elohim belongeth mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him. Neither have we obeyed the voice of Yahweh Elohim to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets." Right? So all this is setting a precursor for why we've gone through and why we've been through what we've been through. It's because we sinned against the Most High. And the Bible is very, very defined in helping us understand this. It says, "Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Elohim, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as it has been done upon Jerusalem." So not only this passage right here, shout out to Kayeshua, brother Jedi Malik. I'm reading from the Hebrew Israelite scriptures, but this is Daniel 9 verse 8 through 12, and this is breaking down not only the cause of our affliction, right, but then it's letting you know that what we've been through, ain't nobody else been through this. Nobody has suffered to this magnitude, and all these things are written. All right, so I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna turn it over to the panel. I'm gonna switch devices. I'm gonna still be on, but while I'm on, I'm gonna be moving around a bit. Then I'm gonna be back. What's going on, brother ET?
Hello, brother Ibri. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead and greet the chat, and then after you greet the chat, I want y'all to chop it up on that until I come back with it.
Okay. Blessings to the panel, brother Kadar, brother Yash. How you guys doing?
Shalom, shalom, ain't shalom, Josh. A great time to be living, ain't it?
Absolutely. What the scripture Yeshua told disciples, Abraham looked to see, live to see this time. I feel the same way. This is an excellent time to be alive.
Most definitely, man.
Hey, yeah, y'all just kind of fellowship for a bit, man.
Let me throw this in here. Yeah, I gotta go back. Hey, Kadar, you familiar with this? I am a living testimony.
Yeah.
I should have been dead and gone.
Yeah.
But Lord, you let me live on. I have a living testimony. Listen, and I thank the Lord I'm still alive. That's what I'm talking about. Because it's going down. It's going down. We seeing it.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody say. We seeing it. He says he's going to perform our deliverance right before our eyes. And how are you, Anaya? Hey, listen. it's going down. That's all I can say, man. Every day I'm just watching what's going on with this war and all this stuff when I get a chance. And Kadar, I tried to jump on your joke, man. I fell right asleep.
You did.
I be falling asleep, man.
Yeah, we went in. We went in and
I know, man. Listen, I said, send me the link and fell right asleep.
We went in. I put the link. Yeah, we went in.
I see y'all in Colford John doing anything. I was like, I can't believe it. I woke up in the morning, I said, I can't believe it, man. I did. I just actually, but that's how I be sometimes, man. I be like grinding, man.
I be falling asleep sometimes. I'm on here and that. Whew.
Yeah.
I
be grinding. That's why I'll just rather sit in the background. But this was just was a little too much for me. I said, let me at least give what I can give.
Y'all check this. I want to go to Joel 3, y'all. I want y'all to think about the summit they had and they did the voting, right? Remember, keep that in mind. Everybody think about it, keep that in mind. Don't it sound like this? It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Jerusalem, Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations. That's what we had, all nations, and will bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will plead with them, therefore my people, for my heritage Israel, who they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. What the heck? What? Ain't this right on time? What was they talking about? What they did to us, right? Wow. So this is prophecy in the making, y'all. So somebody gonna have to pay for what they did to us. They're gonna have to pay reparations or however how that's gonna go. The vote was for us, it wasn't against us, but all the European nations voted against us, y'all. So check this out. If all the European nations voted against us, except for China and Russia, y'all see that? Except for China and Russia.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah. Matter of fact, what's his name?
We know who absolutely voted against us. Forget about the ones that abstained. They're gonna have their judgment too.
Oh yeah.
But Egypt, the daughter of Babylon, absolutely said no. And as far as I'm concerned, that fake place in the Middle East and the United States, they wanted the same. And Argentina. And I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the leader of that fake place, his cousin, is she's the president of Argentina. So they go hand in hand.
Hey, you know what though? Not only that, Argentina tried to erase all Israelites out of that land.
Yeah, I heard about that for the first time today. I didn't know that they tried to unalive
all of them.
I knew that was racist.
They didn't succeed, and there's a few there still. But they went there. They went there.
But I always knew there was. And then they say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Didn't they say Hitler escaped?
Nah, you got.
Oh no, here go this foolishness again. The thing going in and out.
Yeah, but nah, he did. Yeah, Hitler. They say he escaped there.
Family, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, I thought it was acting up again.
Yeah,
there's definitely Ashkenazi ties to Argentina. They said Hitler has supposedly escaped to Argentina. There's racists, I don't know what, and like I said, I heard that for the first time, but I can absolutely believe they try to unalive us out of that place. So, yeah, it makes sense that all three of them would vote no.
But think about all the times past where reparations and stuff for the nation and it's been put on burn. And y'all hear me?
Johan, I hear you. I don't want to get nobody. I don't want to get no strike. Yeah, that. I hear you.
Can y'all sound it?
Yeah, Eric, I heard you.
How many times in the past have reparations been brought up before the United Nations, and it's on the back burner until now? You know what I mean? Like, why are they coming out and admitting that this word?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
this is
what
the
I'm
first I pushed through.
You breaking up really bad. I thought it was my thing, but I don't know if it's
It's because they see Iran busting them yams. That's what they said. Humna, 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 hum, and they all started. They know that it's. See, that's how it's proof that the nations know. They know that it's the end. They know that it's time to come up and pay. And the ones who said, who came up there and voted, yeah, they said, okay, we willing to pay because they know what it is. That's what that was. When as soon as it went down, when they were talking about the president from Ghana, and I know he tried to slip his little stuff in, and people feel in some type of way like, who gave him permission to speak for us and all that. I try to look a little deeper and see what the Most High is really doing. And all he doing, making mother start confessing. They like, we ready to give up this money. Because they know that we coming up out of here. And they know that we going to a land and they going to have to, and they know that the way it's going to happen, they're going to have to provide some sustenance. They know they're going to have to provide some sustenance, either get down or lay down. So they all clean now.
Brother Yas, don't the words say we leave here with great substance?
Great substance.
So it's going, and they're gonna pay up.
Yeah, they're gonna pay up. They gonna pay. This is a beautiful time. This is a beautiful thing that we are seeing. Beautiful.
Look, they're gonna pay up. After they pay up, they're gonna get mad and they're gonna want their money back. Then they're gonna get destroyed.
So they're gonna see they're gonna be like Pharaoh and Egypt.
Yeah, they're gonna come after us after they let us go, and they're gonna suffer the same consequences as Egypt did. They're going down to the sea.
Yeah, you got a bad connection, even you just with it, but we understand you riding. I miss you know.
So what y'all think is gonna happen next? What y'all think what's gonna happen next beyond this? And do you think in the next few weeks we're gonna hear about reparations and how much the payout will be?
I think honestly, I think they're gonna. I mean, I don't have to be right, but I honestly believe they're gonna go scorch earth on us. Say, well, because everything is on display now. They can't hide it. They done told the whole world we ain't worth nothing, and they ain't gonna pay us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they're gonna say, okay, fine. You don't want to be here? Here's a one-way ticket out. The ships of Tarshish is coming to take us back home. That's what I believe. They're gonna try to kick us out. They don't want us here anyway. This is gonna be their excuse for kicking us out. When they don't want to pay us, y'all leave.
Mm-hmm. I believe that too. I always said they are going to kick us out. That's the only way we leaving, because too many people think this is our land, and or, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But to be honest with you, I don't even think that far, man. You gotta, in order for you to really enjoy this. This is me speaking. You got to just take it day by day, man, because nothing's happening the way that we thought it was, man.
Right. That's true.
You know, but I'm telling you one thing though, even though it ain't, I'm telling you it is so darn beautiful, because when we know it's happening, we see it though.
Right.
We've been afraid, Johanna. We've been afraid. See, that's why listen, man. This is what the Messiah told us. He said, watch. Too many people reading and trying to interpret when it's time to watch. Sit back and watch. What he say? Sit back and see the salvation of the Lord.
He also said, when you see these things begin to happen, look up.
Look up. Look up. Everybody looking down. Look up.
When the world is talking about paying us our reparations, we close.
We
close.
there. Yeah, we there. Because they listen. You know what it is? Because they see that Babylon is going to fall. They when Ishland fall, now everybody ain't got no choice. And I said this before, to look at us. See, as long as Ishland is there, you can look at Ish. They can continue that. But once they out of the way, you ain't got no choice but to look at us. And they're going to come and pay. And here's another thought. Another thing we overlook. I call it the beatdown. He says, reward her as she has rewarded you. And unto her, double, give her double, and double her double.
Even double. That sounds like
so much torment and suffering. He said, do it so unto her. He said, and Babylon shall utterly be burnt with fire. You know, so this gonna be the riot of all riots. And we're gonna burn this place down. We gonna burn this place down. Babylon didn't do that to the heavenly host. Babylon did that to us. That sounds like an 18-wheeler. Jake break.
What is that? Is that somebody's connection?
Okay. We done broke the what's his name.
How about now?
Somebody's connection? Is that
How about now?
doing this thing?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. The reason I asked you that, because what y'all think is coming afterwards? 18 gear. That's what Amir said.
The beat down.
Yeah. So look what spurs after in Joel 3, right? He talks about Tyre and Zidon. He goes on, talks about who you sold to the Grecians, Thomas us, right? Also, he goes on and start talking about what he gonna do to Esau because they killed us shed innocent blood in their land. All these things. Start to happen after the plea after he plead for his people, right? You know, we seen the court. That part is done. Everybody agreed what happened to us was worse than anybody around the whole wide world. So
Right.
that's done. So next part we gonna going back to our homeland, and then they, like I said, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna try to come and according to, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna come. He said, I'm gonna bring them back down to Jehoshaphat. So I mean, we know silver and gold is Esau's God. We know that. I mean, yeah, I guarantee you, if we was to say, hey, we are the true Israelites, we don't want no money from y'all. We just want y'all to acknowledge that. I guarantee you, all of them would. Silver and gold is their God. They don't want to give up that silver and gold. And that's one thing they don't want to give up. So I am looking forward on the next couple of weeks. Yeah, you take it day by day, like y'all said. That's what I've been doing, just praying. But I'm looking forward now for this thing to please push forward, because they just exposed to the whole world that we the true Israelites of the Bible.
I'm with you, too.
Josiah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Shalom, brother Josiah.
Shalom, Josiah.
He might have fell asleep. He was back there for a while, but I couldn't click him in.
Nah. But see, Qatar, but here's the thing. They talked about giving up money. See, they talked about giving up money. They just don't know that everything's coming to us. All of their economies. The nations of Africa for selling us. You got to give us everything. And every single one of them going into captivity.
Yeah, because that's the whole part about it. If this nation gonna restore us, they got to give it all up. Because everything that they got was off of the backs of us. So they got to give it all up.
Ebrig.
Yeah.
But they can have their art. Like he said, we want our artifacts. You can have your artifacts. You can have your long lip masks and all that stuff. But you're going to give us that cash. You're going to give us that gold. Everything.
That gold and that silver, huh?
Yeah. They can have their artifacts. Matter of fact, we'll let you just go there and take your artifacts. But y'all going to give up everything else.
Let me see. Fair use. I'm gonna play this other video right here. This gonna break down all of the nations that voted for, the ones that voted against, and the ones that stayed neutral. And then one of the African leaders is gonna give a speech. Hold on one second. Because the nations who took the neutral stance, right? He pretty much called them out, saying if you took a neutral stance, that's pretty much on the side of the guilty. That's a guilty stance. It's no difference.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fair use. Let's check this out.
Resolution on the matter. Ghanaian President John Mahama has received overwhelming support from United Nations members to recognize the past transatlantic slave trade as a crime against humanity and the need for reparations for African nations. Resolution on the matter was introduced on Wednesday at the General Assembly in New York. It received 123 votes in favor, 3 votes against. They were Argentina, Israel, and the United States, while 52 countries, mostly European, including the UK, Portugal, and Spain, all abstained. This is when the vote actually took place.
Resolution A/80/L48 entitled Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and Racialized Chattel Enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. Will all delegations confirm that their votes are accurately reflected on the screen?
Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Can y'all see that on the screen? The nations.
Yep.
Say declare the trafficking of enslaved Africans. Ooh,
All
racialized.
notice all
Mm-hmm.
European that
So all of the ones that voted against it got X's by them.
Look at China. China voted for it. Let me see Russia.
the
Yeah.
abstain got X. The red voted absolutely against it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So look at Russia, y'all. Let's see. Find Russia on here. Man, this man. If Russia, I heard Russia voted for it. If that's true, there go your Gog and Magog. I'm telling y'all
Russia
that.
got a plus.
Russia
Yep.
got a plus by them.
Gog and Magog. China
Russia,
do too. I told
Russia
man.
Federation.
You tell me the scriptures ain't fit. Come on, man.
Right.
God, Gog and Magog, right there.
Hey, do y'all see that, man? So United States, Israel, and Argentina got red dots by them, like ET said. And the other ones are basically European nations.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them. You see that? Majority rules in this, right?
Yep. Even if you put
How about Iran, y'all? How about Iran? Y'all see Iran on here?
Where's Iran? Right there. They
That's
got a
what
plus.
they got a
Iran.
plus. How
Iran and
about
Iraq.
wow? Mm.
look at Italy. They have
And speaking of that, Iraq jumped in. They said we down now. We want to get some of that too.
Huh.
Shalom, brother Robert.
Yeah, shalom to the chat again, y'all. Y'all hit the like and the sub. T.I.R. Resurrecting the Truth. Man, this is, you know what? Y'all remember that Deagle report that goes into the breakdown of what's going to happen?
Yeah.
How to basically all of the European population is going to drop drastically.
Yeah, but the Most High has, if you don't, the Most High has shut their wounds.
Yeah, that too.
He shut their wounds. He shut the wounds of the whole world.
Yeah.
He shut it. If you go ahead and you look at everybody's, look at just this list. If you go in there and you look at their birth rate, I bet you every single one of them is in the single digits. Everyone.
Man, this is something else, y'all. Let's
China lost over 1 billion people.
You said they lost over 1 billion people.
Yeah, and that was in the end of 2024, 2025. China ain't 2 billion people. They ain't been 2 billion people for a couple years now. They like 800. They was 800 million last I checked, and that was at least a year and a half, 2 years ago. That's true.
I'm surprised that Ukraine abstained instead of saying no. I mean, it's basically a no, but I'm surprised they didn't just
because they some racist bastards over there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised they didn't just say no.
After how the United States and how them treated them, right? Russia. I mean, yeah. Well, I can see how they out of it.
Hey, look at Spain and Portugal.
Nah, when the war started, they tried to keep all the black people there, African, whoever. They kept the blacks in and let their citizens out.
Yeah, and Israel and Ukraine are like they're a lot of the people that went to that so-called place in the Middle East came from Ukraine as well. So they're hand in hand, as far as I'm concerned.
Mexico said yes.
Why they say yes? I thought they was Israelite.
Check out.
They got a plus by them.
Yeah,
check out Monaco. Most of the wealth that Monaco has comes from the continent.
Wow.
And they abstained.
Shoot, you can say that for pretty much a lot of these nations.
Oh yeah, of course. That's true. The continent is feeding all these nations, some way, somehow.
Yep. All of them. That's why I don't understand why niggas saying America was the land of milk and honey. Must have been powdered milk.
All the gold gone from America.
It was milk and honey for everybody but us. We made it milk and honey.
Yep. Milk and honey. People don't even know what that means.
Honey. They came here and made it a slaughterhouse. As soon as they came here, they just came and slaughtered. Smiling in your face and stabbing you in your back.
Canada's complicit. They did a lot of wickedness.
Yeah, Canada's wicked.
People, they abstained.
Of course they is.
Spain and Portugal, yep.
See, and you know what?
And that's
the Most High must got us getting the Most High must got us getting the hit lick together. We ain't worrying about who said, yeah, we know most of y'all was gonna say, yeah, we looking at the ones who said no.
Hey, brother Yash, I was thinking the same exact thing. They don't know they exposed themselves
exactly
with this vote.
I can't believe India said yeah with this scamming asses.
That's crazy. Let's look at some more of this.
But then again, they got a Muslim president, so they gonna look out. Even though they slimy.
Sudan.
They low key look out sometimes. That's all.
Sudan, the voting has been completed. Please lock the machine.
Have you ever heard an old song that you really want to sample?
Hey, yo, hold up. Before you get started, it's crazy, right? You got me working with this white dude, man. I swear, man, this mug be want to listening to some 1950s Elvis Presley music and shit. For real, man. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I like 50s playing that, man. Next time, man, don't play that shit around me. I'm gonna just tell him, don't play that shit around me, man. Now you play that shit elsewhere.
He wanted to remind you was on a plantation.
Yo, listen. Dream. What the fuck? Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. It's the life of an Israelite. You know what I mean? I'm over here saying like the 50s wasn't no good year for us. What the hell? And you listening to this Bobby Vinton, Elvis Presley, all songs that they stole from us, music and shit. I'm like, what the hell?
I told you. You want that.
It was. Hey, yo, thank y'all, man. I want everybody to get a good laugh, man. It's crazy, man. I'm like, what the hell? For real, what the hell?
He wanted to remind you. Look, was he driving?
Dream. No, I'm working on the loading dock. Dream. I'm what the hell? Yeah. I can't remember all that shit, man, but it was, come on, 1950s? I said in my mind, and it's funny because this dude, he looks suspect, right? He a white dude, but listen, I'm looking at, man, you suspect as hell. He'll probably try to say you got some Cherokee. Yeah, you got that nigga Cherokee in your ass. It's down there. Somebody slicked somebody. Yeah, Doris Day. All of them. He listening to that music. I mean, he was like, it was my fault. He asked me what I want, man. Well, go ahead, because I know they be listening to our shit too, right? Yeah. Not this brother. I don't know anybody, man. That's like my father's type of music. Shit.
Look, he took you
on him about it. Dad, turn that shit off.
Look, he took you back to when niggas was perming their hair and stuff.
Yeah, for real. Putting that conch in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real, man. I'm for real.
Pimp days. Huh?
Yeah.
Those was, man, these was, oh man, I don't know what days those were. Man, I'm talking the 50s, man. Sha-na-na, ba, that type of music and shit, you know what I'm saying? I started thinking of Sha-na-na and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, listen, fam.
Oh.
We're about to get delivered up out of this place. on the real, and we talking about all this. So, you know.
Look, hey, y'all.
Yeah, let's live a little too. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Oh.
Hey.
Anaya says she gonna get fired.
Look.
My bad. Hey, yo, I'm crazy though. I like to, you know, forget it. You know, I mean, this is me personally, you know. I'm not always that deep. I go through some crazy ass shit a lot. Yeah, Frankie. No, not Frankie Lyman, because they stole from him. You know what I mean? But yeah, but he was listening to all the white ones. I ain't heard. I might have heard somebody black in there. I think I heard a couple of them. But still, man, I ain't want to hear none of that shit.
Hey, Yash. Listening to that, you see why they told us to sing a song.
Yeah.
by the rivers of Babylon.
Listen, they ain't told us. We asked them, can we sing for you? Because if I hear one more, I'm going to put my foot in that motherfucker's ass.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, look.
All right, fam. We not now. I'm done. I'm done. Back to your regular scheduled programming.
Brother Yash said, I can't get jiggy with this. I can't get jiggy with this. Look at this on the screen. 123 in favor, 3 against, 52. Abstention, right? Meaning they really against it. You know what I mean? But we just gonna
Yeshua said, if you're not for me, you're against me. So I don't want to hear it. That's a no, far as I'm concerned.
So you saying that should be 55 against?
Yes, absolutely.
Why they pump faking then? We already know the other 52 against them. Come on,
they
man.
want to be like Abraham's brother.
Power on.
If Abraham prevailed, then I'm with Abraham. But if what's his name? Good Lord. What's his freaking name?
What
The one that built the Tower of Babel.
Oh, you talking about
Nimrod. If Nimrod prevailed, I'm with Nimrod. Well,
yeah. Yeah, like Haran.
Right. So he said, the Most High said, no, you burning. Because they both went into the flame. You have to, let me I can't even bring up the thing on my phone. But yeah, he said, I'd rather you be hot or cold.
Right.
So no, that's a no, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's play some more of this. He gonna get into that African president who gonna give his speech. Then we're gonna break some of that down. Fair use.
No.
The result of the vote. The result of the vote is as follows. In favor, 123, against 3, abstentions 52. Therefore, draft resolution A/80/L48 is adopted. Therefore, draft resolution A/80/L48 is adopted.
What was that code he just uttered out? Because he said, let me see.
Draft resolution A/3, abstentions 52. Therefore, draft resolution
A/80/L48
is adopted.
Is adopted. What is that?
Say that again.
I'm gonna play it again.
That's for them to recognize slavery as the gravest crime against humanity, though.
That's a law.
That's heavy. and that black
No,
be
yeah,
paid reparations.
that's
Especially those, but listen, they said especially those in America.
Huh.
America.
right.
That's what's so deep about it. You know what I'm saying?
Amira Israel, that's correct. Yasharel, that's correct.
So we know that's Judah. That's
No.
anything on this side is the Americas. Anything on this side. Even the islands. You might not be the United States of America, but you're on the American plate continent.
So technically, America is the corporation for Great Britain.
Yeah.
When you look at reparations, right? Why do they try to divide it, between us and, when you look at people from brothers and sisters from Jamaica and from the islands, they try to exclude them. Do y'all
think?
think?
Can't. But the thing is, they can't. Because when they said, listen, you're American.
Huh.
Trump claimed this whole side. Trump claimed this whole side. He gonna get his ass busted over there though, but he claimed this whole side. Oh, that's what I wanted to say though. The votes against them.
3.
Me, yeah. The United States, Israel, and Argentina just wanted to throw their ass in there because they really was irrelevant, except that they borrowed all that money. No, you notice he was giving all that. He gave them $40 billion.
Who, Trump?
Yeah. When they were talking about make America great again, and Argentina's money was starting to crash, Trump gave him $40 billion. But he had to because Argentina tied their money to the American dollar, and I was wondering why. And Trump got all flattered about it, but I see it was they said so when their money failed, they can go to America and get money. And that's what happened. That's what happened. They scammed the scammer, and he ain't even see it coming.
So the big question is, okay, you recognize it, but how are you going to repair? I got a scripture for that, Johanna. What's going on, Josiah?
What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing?
Hello.
How y'all doing? What's up, Yash? Brother E.T., what's up, y'all?
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. All praise, man. We're living in some exciting times, right? The prophets, they what they say, they desire to see these days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we living in some times where the Most High is going to actually show that our faith is not in vain. He's going to get ready to show us something because he ain't wake us up for nothing. I really think and believe that this is it. This is the wake up. You got
this is it, man. This is it. I'm with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got all these nations voting for reparation. You got I only seen 3 that didn't want us to have reparation. That was Israel, that was America, and Argentina. So when you look at, you see that, right? So why?
They were rebelling against the Most High.
Yeah, what was the reason why America didn't want to give us reparation? I think they said some white theology type, some white talking points, like they always do.
Yeah, absolutely.
They said it wasn't against the law at the time.
Cause it would.
They were breaking no law.
It would try to compare atrocities and compete with I mean some typical MAGA nonsense. You know, they're always coming up with something to not to face their judgment and take responsibility for the things they've done. And that was just another example.
Man. I have a
I would have more
wonderful.
respect for them, but they say I ain't giving you ninjas nothing, because that's what it boils down to anyway. But to come up with some freaking nonsense, and y'all literally read that to for the whole world to see. You only thing was how you really feel. The scripture says, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." I ain't giving you ninjas nothing. They just said it. They just wrote it in a more clandestine way, far as I'm concerned.
Yep. Let's play some more of this. Fair use.
3 against 3 abstentions 52. Therefore, draft resolution A/80/L48 is adopted.
And yeah, that's
Folks, as we said,
right.
the three countries that actually voted against this resolution.
Somebody said something.
No, I was just commenting on what Anaya said. They would have to admit that's admitting what they did to us. And they don't want to do that. They keep erasing our
That's
history.
it. Hey, that's what make me think that there's things going on. But see, I call it it's upper level niggerdom, but they the kings of this world. And the Most High is directly involved in this via angel or something or whatever. Something's going on that we don't see because we just regular folk that they see.
But check this out.
Going on.
And they rebel. And the United States is rebelling openly. And watch what happens.
This ain't nothing but Pharaoh saying, we're telling us to let us go. He's saying no. Okay, well, until you do so, all the plagues are going to continue. And it says basically our second Exodus is going to be so much greater than the first. You're not even going to talk about it. Well, remember, the whole world didn't know what happened to Israel back then. There were some areas in the world that didn't know what was happening on that part of the world, right? The whole world sees this now. There's no hiding it. There's no hiding what's going on.
And to say they can't afford it, that's a strong statement, because look at all the money they can pull out of nowhere.
Exactly.
That's how you know. That's why I said when you read James, it tells you that they heaped up treasures for the last days. Everything they have, they're gonna have to give it up. It's gonna be no good to them anyway, because the Most High gonna rid the earth of them.
Right.
But so it's like okay, you ain't gonna need that. You know, where you going?
So we're gonna find out that while they had us spending their paper money, they was rolling around in gold and jewels and diamonds and everything. See, they'll be broke of cash, but when we come in there and step on that scene, we're gonna shake them down because they got it. Listen, if the scriptures say they got it, they got it, and they've been hiding it. And I'm talking about when they be talking about real wealth. That's what they talking about. They got everything, and we're gonna take it all.
Yeah,
it's all here, and they took it all from our people, gave us the paper, and they moved in a whole different realm.
Should leave with great substance. Son of Yahweh, I'm glad you see that, bro. Because a lot of people, when they read that, they don't see that's talking about us today. Praise y'all for that.
Also, bro,
go ahead.
The Most High said He required the things that are past. So anything that happened in the past, he requires that today, like his laws, his statutes, and everything that happens when Israel being delivered. And one of them is reparation. And it's crazy how they're talking about reparations now when there's war going on, and we get ready about to leave. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
This stuff is right on time. And when we get a chance, let's read that Daniel, because Daniel said something. They said the Most High said something to Daniel that was very important. He said the wise shall understand, and in the end it shall speak. It's speaking right now. You just gotta have eyes to see and ears to hear.
Indeed, bro. Indeed. It says Ghana secures UN backing on slave trade reparations. Check this out. Fair use.
Were the United States, Argentina, and Israel. The countries that actually abstained from the vote: Albania, Andorra, Armenia, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Cambodia, Canada, Croatia, Cyprus,
Cambodia, and Kadar.
Czechia.
Bang y'all's place, ain't it?
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Hold on, where are they? I didn't look for them. Where are they on the list?
They didn't vote. They sustained from it.
Okay. So they don't know what side they want to be on while not realizing what side they on, right? We don't know.
They don't want to pay no money back. And what they did to our people over there in Cambodia was y'all to check their history out.
Hey, they got a monument to it.
They took it. It took the land and slayed them and killed us off. The Bantus people over there.
Look,
you look at the older statues,
they got a monument to it.
Yeah.
Written all on the walls and shows what they was doing to us.
Yep. We got over that way in the east, the Arab slave trade.
And I have that video too, Yash, where it talks about how they got it all carved on the walls over there.
Yeah.
I got that video.
Hey, Brother E, I'm finna have two screens on here. Let the other one in. I'm jumping on my computer.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna just remove this one then. All right, so let's play some more of this. Fair use. It's getting good.
Denmark, Estonia, Fiji, Finland, France, Georgia, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Monaco, Montenegro, the Netherlands, New Zealand, North Macau, Norway, Oman, Palau, Paraguay, Poland, Portugal, Romania, San Marino, Sao Tome, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, as well as Ukraine and the United Kingdom. They all abstained. There were 52 total abstentions, 3 against, and 122, of course, the votes that actually were for this numbered 123. Ghana's President Mahama spoke about the transatlantic slave trade earlier today.
He said, I don't think these nations understand that they don't want the smoke with our Abba Yahuwah. What y'all think about that? Do y'all think some of these nations have a inclination that we the people and they don't want them problems?
Absolutely. They know the scriptures. They know the scriptures.
Yeah, they know. Hey, just by the fact of, like you say, everything going down, they see us go to war with Iran, all of a sudden, because they know what's going to happen. They rush to do that shit. If
you got a link,
hey, hold on, they rush so fast. They ain't even have one of us to speak for us. left us out of it, volunteer to get it.
Yeah. Look, I don't have a. If you got a link to a video, drop it in the chat. Kadar, you still got that video about Cambodia?
I gotta find it.
Yeah, it's one of them deep in the archive. But if you got the link for it, drop it. I'll definitely put it up.
All right, let me look for it.
So I think these nations definitely, when you look at when it says the nations that have known and the nations that have not known, right? Israel and what's going to happen to them. You definitely have a lot of different nations who understand who we are, that's spread out, different countries and different things like that. And you can see that when certain things happen, like when you look at the George Floyd incident, a lot of nations stood up and spoke out against that. It's a lot of remnants of truth of who we are in different parts of Russia, different parts of Asia, from paintings to artifacts and just common knowledge, people knowing who we are, where we descend from. I think a lot of these people are somewhat aware of who we are. And the other part of it, I think when the Most High said he gonna stir up the spirits of the people, right? It could just be him using this as a precursor to let us go. Because he can, just like he hardened the hearts of the Egyptians, or he can do the same in this time. He can open up people's compassion too, to see what's going on, just due to the fact of how America has been doing to other nations, right? America has been wreaking havoc on the other nations, and at the same time trying to correct the other nations, trying to set policies, and that make you look at them like, hey, who are y'all to try to set things straight over here when y'all got people doing bad over there? Y'all not treating y'all people good over there. And so it could be a combination of all that, man. What y'all think? Let me see what you side. You good, bro? You sound good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
But here go the president of Ghana right now getting ready to speak. Let's get some of this and then we're gonna come back and chop it up. Fair use.
Your Excellency, Secretary General of the UN, Excellencies, permanent representatives, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Progress is made in little steps. It is the forward motion towards something better, and changes often come incrementally. Today marks the International Day of Remembrance of the victims of slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. It is a day on which we honor the memory of the approximately 13 million African men, women, and children who were enslaved over the course of several centuries. We remember them through articles, oral histories, through broadcast programs, books, music, visits to museums, monuments, and memorials such as the Ark of Return, located right here at the Visitors Plaza of the United Nations headquarters. Through these activities, we do more than remember. We document and educate. We gain greater perspective. We find the delicate balance of learning from history so that we do not repeat it while leaving our pain behind. In doing so, we begin to heal individually within our immediate communities and also within the global community. This day of remembrance did not happen by accident. In 2006, our global community gathered here, just as we have done today, and resolved to designate the 25th of March of the following year a day of remembrance. It marks significant progress. Then the following year, in 2007, we decided to make the event an annual one so that the 25th.
He said we are the descendants from the prisoners of war. I hope you're not I agree, but I hope you're not coming from an angle of us being indigenous. That's a prominent saying amongst that group. We prisoners of war. We was already here. My great granddaddy was a Cherokee. in my Chris Rock voice. My great
Now, Mr. Richard School. Nah,
He say
Mr. Richard School ain't saying that shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm
He
good.
ain't saying that shit. Yeah.
My great grandma was a
You
black.
said who ain't saying that? Original School.
Mr. Original School ain't saying that. But we are prisoners of war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Original School, right? I thought you was talking about somebody else.
Yeah. The transatlantic slave trade, that was a war against one people.
Yeah, but you know that's the card they play. We was already here.
I know.
I sent you a video in your text, Eric. I couldn't find that Cambodian, man. Dang.
Let me see something.
I looked it up and I can't find it. That was the perfect video. But I sent you a text showing why America didn't vote for us to get reparations in this thing. When you look at the video, it tells
That's
you
because America is trying to scoff in the face of the Most High. And watch what he do to him.
Okay, yeah.
Also, you can tell who Esau is.
Yeah, that's Esau.
Right now. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can cue
all
that up.
the European nations. That's sad, man. That's true.
And actually, those other 100 nations, they turned their back on those three that voted against. That's a division right there.
Look, if it ain't, it's gonna be later on, right?
Oh, it's gonna turn into something
later on. Because once it's over, it's like, oh, what's that about? How y'all gonna, you know? After this, now the nations got to deal with each other.
Yeah, Most High said, I'm gonna get your fame throughout all the nations of this earth. He said they're gonna know y'all.
Esau?
He said they're gonna know y'all name.
Hell yeah, he said he gonna wipe the reproach off his people.
Yep. It's like, come on, man. It's time for us to start seeing it that way anyway, bro. It's like everything they accuse us of, not everybody want to mimic. Right? Look at even from the music. Let them have that shit, man. Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? You know how many white boys you hear listen to all this trap music and all this kind of stuff?
Real.
They want to be niggas so bad. Let them have it, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna destroy them.
Exactly. That's their reproach now. See, this is the thing. We make everything look so cool, bro. We make everything look good. We made being a nigga look cool, regardless of how degradable it is and how much of a hazard it is to who we really are. Look at how we attracted the other nations with it.
Exactly.
Now they want to be it. They want everything that they think they can use and is beneficial to them.
We made it cool.
We made it cool, bro. We made everybody else culture cool. We made Chinese culture cool. We make look at all this indigenous. Why you think these people? Why you think they allow that? Because that's beneficial to them. Let us perpetuate their culture. Let us take their style and add our flavor to it. That's why you got Wu-Tang Clan and all this kind of stuff. Them dudes tell you they mimic Chinese culture and Asian culture. But who made it popular? We did.
No, because they ain't got no growth.
We black people watch more Chinese kung fu movies than Chinese folks. You can't tell me none of y'all got more kung fu movies than me. Maybe Brother Yash do. Look, Brother Yash, you from Jersey, so y'all
yeah.
Look, you come down here, you're gonna be like, damn, how does make it down south? How they make it all the way down south?
I bet y'all still got tapes and shit.
VHS tape.
VHS tape, yeah.
I might have them, but I ain't got nothing to play them on though.
And Brother Kadar
they
got
collector's items
back.
now. Hey yo, they got all the gold and the jewels and stuff that we gonna get it. We gonna get it from them. But they got it. They trying to act broke. But you hear Trump, man, it's wonderful for us. It's wonderful. They living their best life.
Yep. I'm telling you.
And this mother up there, he lying about the war and everything. Hey yo, man, the way the Most High is doing it though, he's allowing us to see how stupid these people are. You know, he's just showing me he's showing us how stupid these people are.
Yep.
I mean, we over here, from what I hear, we getting hammered over there. Hammered.
Hey Yash, we thought us being under the curses made them smart.
You know, it's crazy. It's like really because, damn, it's. You're right. You know what I mean? When you saying they can have it, it's like, man, he just flipped the script, man.
Hey,
all these talking about y'all ain't got no culture, and we come to find out nobody got no culture. Everybody got our culture.
It's not. It's not even a culture. It's a subculture.
Well, they try to get the swag. That's all. They don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They think it's the way you walk and the way you talk, man. But it's who you are in your heart.
Timu weaponry.
But that shit is accurate.
Really?
They got this stuff. Hey, yo, everybody holding back, even Timu.
Look, they don't even know that's a what you call one of them sleeper cell operations. That's a sleeper cell operation.
They're just preparing you for the next live, man. But it ain't gonna be like that.
Watch this.
It's gonna be grand.
Real quick, did the Most High say in the curses that you should not be a special people unto me no more? Can y'all read that in the curses?
No. He said, because you're a special people unto me, you going under.
Yeah.
Because of you are.
So that's
you
special.
Better than you think you are. You're way better than what you out here like now.
Yeah.
Look what you.
So that means we still special in our captivity then.
Yeah, hey, listen. He's showing us now that we special. He's showing us. It's like when I walk around them folk, I know that everything done switched. I just know it. I'm like a damn king and shit. You know what I mean? A king. And I ain't nobody and shit. I don't even make all the money and shit. But they treat me like I do.
But look, the Most High told Israel that you are a peculiar people. Now, he set the standard for that. Like you said, we're special to him even in these curses, because in these curses, that means we at the bottom, and those are the designated places he had for us, either at the top or at the bottom. You can't, nobody else be in them positions. You know what I'm saying? If we at the bottom, by default, somebody at the top, but that's our special position.
Hey, look,
You see what I'm saying?
All that's left is for all of us to realize we at the top, man. Hey, look, we at the top. You see, look, case in point.
The last
This
to be
dude,
first.
president of Ghana, we still don't know who the hell he is and shit. But that's why I say they rushed to do this shit, man. They got in there so fast, man. They ain't even have time to get one of us to at least. Well, they said they ain't fucking with none of them coons and shit because they know that us down here on the lower level, shit, we're about really, which is really the upper level. Shit, we shit about to get real out this bitch. Shit about to get real.
Can I read something in regards to what Brother Josiah said?
Go ahead.
Amos 3, verse 2. You only have I known for all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities.
Yes.
You see? So he's right on point.
And that's why I said I rejoice when I understood the curses on our people. Because that's like a hallelujah moment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
it explains it all.
Yeah. King David said, I'm gonna sing of the blessings and the judgments. You can't be one with the Most High if you haven't dealt with the judgments. And that's the position we in. That's the special position we in with the Most High.
Show me anybody that the Most High called us his father, our sons, right? And we belong to him, right? So the other nations don't have a father, the Father God, the God of Israel. So that makes them bastards. They don't have a father.
That's why I said Israel is the only people whose God is the God of the people.
Exactly.
Everybody else worship idols. But the true and living God said, I am the God of Israel. So think about that. That's like
God. That's
like
that made me think about something.
Okay, but think about this. Think about this. He said, I'm the God of Israel, right? And you are my people. That's like somebody giving you their name or them taking your name. Usually the woman takes the man's name, right? He gave us his name. Then he said, I am the God of Israel. I am your God. You are my people. Ain't no other God dealt with their people like that.
Over and over.
Look at this real quick, E. Look at this real quick. Isaiah 43:9. It says, let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them, these nations, who among these damn nations can declare this and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. Verse 10.
Hey, wait, hold up. That's what I was talking about earlier when they were talking about, white people were slaves too. Show us the pictures.
Hey, brother, yes, I was watching sister Lisa, and when she said that, there's nobody else have pictures of slave.
That's where I got it from.
But us.
Yep.
That knocked me over when she said that. I was like, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Where's the pictures? Where's the proof?
Where's the proof? Show us the picture.
Yo, that's where I got that.
Yeah, look at verse 10. Verse 10, I'm gonna read to 12. Watch this. It says, ye are my witnesses, said the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Didn't the Messiah say, I am he? Before me there is no God formed, neither shall there be after me. I, even I, am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. I have declared and have saved, and I have shown when there was no strange God among you. Therefore you are my witness, said the Lord, that I am God. The Most High is talking to Israel. We are his witnesses because he showed us the former things.
Yeah.
He said in Isaiah, he said, before they spring forth, I tell you of these things. That's why he said he show his secrets to his servants, the prophets, so they can relate to us.
Yeah.
So if you're not reading the Old Testament, you don't know what's going on.
But that's another reason why we can tell them about themselves. Because our fathers told us this was going to happen. This was the type of people that we was going to be around. They told us. They told us all the evil of these people. Too bad our churches wasn't letting us know. But if all you had to do was live life, all you had to do was just live life. And you get into that word and you open it up and you be like, damn, if this ain't happening to me. At least I used to.
This is amazing, man, because
it's amazing.
Just a year ago, 2 years ago, when you brought up reparations, people probably cuss you out, man. I'm gonna play another video
that's when everybody was saying, listen, that's when Somalians, Mexicans, everybody was saying nah to us. Saying give them reparations.
Yep.
Now they saying help us. No, I don't think so.
Say Darby. Yeah, Darby said some good tones. He had some questionable things, but he set a good tone in the Christian church, letting people know we the people. You know what I mean?
Right. Hello, family. Can y'all hear me?
He had his purpose.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I hear you.
Again, messing with the damn going.
Let me play some of this. All right, play some more of this. We're gonna finish this out. Fair use.
I can't hear nobody.
March of every year would be the International Day of Remembrance.
Hey, brother E, I'm gonna drop off and
the
come back
victims
in.
of
I can't hear
slavery
nothing.
and the transatlantic slave trade. That marked an additional.
What'd you say, E.T.? Oh, what happened?
Yeah, he said he's dropping out and coming back because he couldn't hear.
Okay. Fair use.
A step in our forward motion. And so it's indeed fortuitous to be here today, 2 decades later, addressing the General Assembly on behalf of the African Group regarding the draft resolution entitled Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and Racialized Chattel Enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. In September last year, at the 80th session of the General Assembly, I stood in this exact place and served notice that Ghana will move a motion to declare the transatlantic slave trade the gravest crime against humanity. This current draft resolution.
Check your sound out, brother E. Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm good now. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool.
All right, fair use.
Is a result of months of consultation and consensus building by continental bodies, nations, experts, scholars, and jurists, with the sole aim of achieving a united front and grounding the final outcome in truth, compassion, and moral conscience, remembrance, education, and dialogue. So today we come together in solemn solidarity to affirm truth and pursue a route to healing and reparative justice. The adoption of this resolution serves as a safeguard against forgetting. It also challenges the enduring scars of slavery. Madam President, let me conclude with 2 significant quotes by 2 great leaders of history, one of them white and one of them black. The former President of the United States of America, Theodore Roosevelt, said, and I quote, With a great moral issue involved, neutrality does not serve righteousness. For to be neutral between right and wrong is to serve wrong.
Struggling to create unique
Again, civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King also reminded.
It says he said to choose neutrality in the presence of wrong is to be on the side of wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I want to read that second Baruch in light of that. All right, because for a lot of these nations to be neutral doesn't denote that they don't know who we are. And we know what the prophecy says about what's going to happen to those who have known Israel and have afflicted them, what's going to happen to them. That will go along with the affliction. You know, not choosing the right thing or the just thing on behalf of a people that you know you wrong. That would be counted in with our affliction as well, and it has to be weighed in along with the actions.
Let me tell you this, E. All they ass know who we are. If they didn't know who we were, they wouldn't be oppressing us.
Yes.
Look at the fourth kingdom. It says they shall be given to his hand for a times and a half a time. That fourth kingdom, right?
Yeah.
All the way down until today. We the ones don't know who we are. They know who we are. You ain't gonna impress nobody if you don't know who they are. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And you know something, just
all of them know.
You absolutely right. It's almost like when Satan was tempting Yeshua in the wilderness. If thou be the Son of God. If you mean if, you wouldn't be out in the wilderness tempting him if he wasn't who he said he was. You dig?
That's cold. It's like why you here? Listen, during that time, who wasn't the Son of God, right? Just like the camps teach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Son of God wasn't a special title. Well, why are you up here with me?
Mm-hmm. The nation, us being sent to these nations are our witnesses that we sinned against the Most High. That's why we're looking at these nations, because he said you shall be above only. So why the hell is we around these nations then? Huh?
Hey, yo,
that's ready. Why he said, go ahead, y'all.
No, they ready to submit. I was going to say, because Brother T was talking about they had some of our people protest, and I looked at that. Did you see them people in that protest, though? They looked like they was all from the Democratic Party or something.
Yeah.
I
why
said,
you sweating me?
Those weren't regular. Those weren't us. Those was, I was like, nah, those weren't our people. Those the mugs who got something to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're just gonna get it.
It's like, okay, wrong is wrong, man. You know, and this is the whole. This brings a lot of things together. This goes into the notion of how a lot of our brothers and sisters on the continent try to pretend like they don't understand our plight here, because they choose to take this side of indifference, or they choose to think that they better. So they tell you, oh, well, they taught us this about Black Americans. They taught us to stay away. Ain't nobody finna teach me nothing about nobody, because you have your own experience. You see what I'm saying? You got your own decisions to make. And listen, they tell us over here, they tell us all y'all do is stick y'all heads in cows' butts.
Yeah.
But we don't treat y'all like that. Y'all come over here and act this way, but it brings all of this together, man. I'm not buying it no more. Simply put, I'm not buying that, You know, we didn't understand that about American history because the same people who have been doing it to us have been doing it to y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then they come over here and start pissing their butt.
It's time to put all that to the side, man. Start keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to making it right in reparations, now everybody understands.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wonder what those Africans are gonna do now, because you know the Africans, they love themselves some Europeans, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what their attitude is gonna be now since this took place. Like what their affiliation or that's not the word. Affections towards the Europeans after this resolution has been declared. Because they will step over Black Americans for these Europeans, quick, fast, in a hurry. I was watching this the other day, and this
That's
chick,
the truth.
She was saying how much she loved white people, and when they come over here, they're not trying to get their rights. They just want to make their money, and if they face discrimination, do the best way that do the best thing you can to just avoid it and keep moving forward. You selling out. You're selling out. You don't care about your
laying down. Already won the fight. We already won the fight, and you coming in here laying down.
Yeah.
Hey,
setting us back.
Let me finish this video out, and then I'm gonna bring out a couple of scriptures, get a few comments. I'm about to take my dogs out. They getting antsy, so y'all know how that be if you got dogs. But let's play some more of this fair use.
You talking about you got a heathen in your basement?
Nah, dog, not that kind of dog.
Oh, okay.
Not that kind.
My fault.
I don't keep them kind in the basement.
Okay.
I ain't got a basement.
Oh, you don't?
Nah, not right now. I don't need no basement right now. But not that kind of dog.
Okay.
I ain't talking about
not
the one
yet,
that's
huh?
I ain't talking about the one that got the 3% Neanderthal. I'm talking about the full-blooded, you know.
That's why I don't believe that. That's why I don't believe no heathen say that they love Israel, because if you love Israel, you'll be staying in one of the Israelites' basement, chained up. Yeah. Yep. You don't love us. Yep. What are the fruits of repentance that you're doing? You gotta bring fruit. You gotta bring fruits to repentance.
Listen, at the least, you should see white people going to black communities, at least, trying to give opportunities to people.
Yep.
Like, hey man, we just going around the neighborhood trying to, sign people up. We got these job openings or whatever. I mean, it's servitude, but for the time being, what else we got, right? At the least.
Show your love, period. Let me come cut your grass.
It's like, damn, you don't need, you don't listen. You don't even want me to be a slave. You see what I'm saying? They don't want us to have nothing.
That's why I be like, to hell with the heathens, because I don't give a damn about no damn heathen. I really don't.
Listen, man, at my job, I can count on 3 fingers.
Fuck you talking about?
Listen, I can count on 3 fingers how many people work where I work out of 3 whole shifts. How many black people rather work where I work out of 3 whole shifts.
Wow.
3. Right? Now, they'll tell you black people don't want to work, black people lazy. My question is, who have applied to work here that y'all rejected?
And Brother E at the same time be talking about, black people are taking our jobs. Affirmative action is taking our jobs. Well, how you gonna have it both ways? First we lazy, and then we're taking your job. I mean,
Well,
which is it?
we wouldn't take their jobs if they didn't take ours. We was doing fine. They came in and threw a monkey wrench and all that.
If they didn't burn down Black Wall Street and Greenwood and
That's gonna be a line right there. I'm gonna come back and sample. Look,
you feel me? On that, D?
I'm gonna come back and sample that.
But all that's the truth, though.
Yo, when I be saying that, they get mad at me. They get mad at me.
Look, now it's time for them to listen.
See, I'm the only Negro in the workplace. See? The only one. Now, how many black people applied to work there? I guarantee you it's more than what work in that building now, working the place now.
I'm the only one too. And I be phony as hell with them. Hell, how you doing? We be saying, later, brother. I'm like, later, brother. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah, they just trying to test you out, but check this out. Fair use.
Says, and I quote, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We've traveled this long road, each step guided by a desire to be better and to do better. Each step bringing us closer to the kind of world we would want to leave for our children. And so delegates, on this beautiful day in March, were called to stand on the right side of history. Let it be recorded that when history beckoned, we did what was right for the memory of the millions who suffered the indignity of the slave trade and those who continue to suffer racial discrimination. Let our vote on this resolution restore their dignity and humanity."
So in other words, the jig is up. Now, I said a while back that in order for us to get reparations here, that it would have to be in us in a sense to where the continent would have to be involved in a sense in order for it to happen. It can't just be, okay, we're going to give y'all niggas money and turn y'all loose and, that'll be that. Mm-hmm. It has to be something more to that, to where when we receive whatever we receive is going to be on the way out. It's not going to be to where we can give this back.
Right, exactly.
I'm not getting my reparations and going to the Cadillac dealership.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's the whole beauty of it all.
That shit didn't happen in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
It said
we
spoiled
taken out of here with our wealth.
That shit didn't happen in Egypt.
I don't even want no damn Cadillac. You can't even get it fixed. How do you got an American luxury car that you can't even get fixed when something happened to it? Come on, man.
Ask Kadar about them damn the three cars he got. What he got, a Mercedes?
Who, Kadar? Or BMW?
Yeah, he got BMW, yeah.
Man, I used to have a Cadillac too. I moved up to Missouri. I had that car for like 3 years, a North Star. That damn thing rolled like a spaceship, bro.
I loved mine. I had a Eldorado.
Look,
I had an
Eldorado, yeah.
And to be honest,
what year was yours, Yas?
I don't even remember, man. 2000 something. It was early 2000s.
All y'all look dumb as hell with them electric cars.
80. Oh.
Nah, bro. I mean, listen. That down here where I'm at, those things move, bro. They roll. When I got it,
electric cars?
Nah,
not electric car. It was digital with everything, the battery.
Yeah, you can get with your finger, man, and it was just like, and them cars was like, poof, man.
Hey, I was in Texas. I moved to Missouri, and when I moved up there, it snowed like I never snowed, like it never snowed around me before, and that's when the car broke down on me. When I moved up there.
That El Dorado felt like you was riding on a cloud.
Yep.
Lincolns. Yeah,
especially the ones in the 80s. You could ride over tracks, you could ride over damn near anything. You don't feel nothing.
Yeah, that suspension was crazy.
Nothing. They don't make that kind of suspension no more. Nothing.
Hey, dude, let me test drive it. He charged me $2,500 for that car. That car was so clean, people thought I was selling dope. For real. I'm like,
they always think that.
I got pulled over. Look, I got pulled over in the car like 3 times. My folks, some of my folks thought I was selling dope. I'm like, damn, nigga just got a job. I'm working. You know, I had just come off of a hard time, you know, and I, you know, came up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm selling dope. Come on, man.
You saw a little weed though. No play.
I mean, back in the day, yeah, I did. Back in the day, I ain't gonna front. But that, nah, you don't, you know, come on, man. But I heard somebody say, you know, we can't give black folks reparations because, you know, if we do that, all they're gonna do is go to Mercedes, go to Cadillac. You know what I mean? My thing is this.
What business is that of yours? So
exactly.
No. That's all the business of them. They getting the money right back.
You're putting it right back into the economy.
So why the fuck would you trip about
that of yours?
But the whole point is, don't say that that's why you can't do it, because, like you said, it's mines, right? What do you know? And this was phase on love. You know, what did you do when you got your first big check, nigga? You see what I'm saying? How many black folks get paid, you know, and the first thing they do is go buy some jewelry or go buy some flashy. You see what I'm saying? If it's mine to do, don't. And I agree, that's not wise to do, but don't make that the reason why you're not doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they always
don't use that as an excuse for why you're not doing it.
If they give us
like you wouldn't do it your damn self.
Yeah,
that's just hating. You come into a bankroll all of a sudden, you're gonna do something, especially one that's just outrageous. You're gonna do something.
Think about this.
Make no sense not to.
If they gave us reparation, that means all niggas got money. So all niggas gonna spend money with each other. We're gonna all start opening up businesses. They scared of that shit.
And that's the part. That's the other part.
That's what they're afraid of.
Exactly.
They scared of that shit.
It's enough of us with the right mindset to where if you put that money in our hand, we're gonna do the right thing with it. And that's
give
what
it
they
to me. See what happens.
Because I already know for damn sure I'm not going to a Cadillac or Mercedes dealership. I never wanted a Mercedes. You know, that was just Mercedes to me is like Air Jordans. Like I never wear Air Jordans all my life. You know, I ain't saying they, you know, some people might think they look nice and some of them might be like, yeah, them tight, but I just can't see them on my feet. You know what I mean? I like Adidas and, you know, stuff like that. That's just me.
Yeah.
I can look just as fly in some Adidas, if not better.
Shit.
But yeah, man, we got enough people around us, man, to do the right things. But I want to got a couple of scriptures I want to read.
Let's get it.
If y'all got something to bring out, feel free. I'm gonna go to this Genesis, and then I'm gonna go to James. Genesis chapter 15. Y'all know this is our favorite, man. Genesis chapter 12, No, it's Genesis chapter 12, right? Oh. Genesis, where is it, bro? I'm tripping. Genesis 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, 15.
Verse 12, verse 13.
12 all the way down.
Why y'all leave me looking? Why y'all got me over looking stupid, man? Genesis 15, verse 12. It says, when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. Remember when we said this 400-year prophecy in these last days reveal who Abraham's seed is.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham's seed in Genesis 15 is the same seed of Abraham, right, according to the promise in Romans 9. It's talking about Israel. Thy seed is talking about his physical seed. Going to be in a land, a stranger in the land is not theirs. They shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Right? The challenge is still on the table. For anybody who believes this 400 years is not talking about the time that we in now. All right.
Now it's undeniable.
Listen.
It's undeniable now.
I'm going to tell you, every time we've dealt with this issue, we leave nothing but skeletons behind.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We getting down to the gristle with it because this is for real. This is serious. Right. This is talking about us. It's saying, thou shalt go. It says, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And afterward shall they come out with great substance. That's where we are right now. The judgments. Judgment has to happen first. Now, the question that we asked before is what constitutes judgment for some? Right? Because we seen everything building up to this point as judgments. You see what I'm saying? Starting back when the epidemic happened and everything leading forward from that. Even everything that's happening in the political arena with the stock market crashing. You know, all this is judgment on Esau's kingdom, man. Who is their? It says that God, their gold is God. Gold is their God. And the Bible talks about how they laid up gold.
Eliphaz.
Yeah, the Bible talks about how they laid up gold, right? That is so much so that it's cankered and rusted. You see what I'm saying? They still living off of the wealth that they generated from off of our forefathers during slavery. They still don't know how much money they made, how much wealth they generated during that 246 year period of time. They still can't put a number on it. But we know that it's enough for them to have plenty left over. It's enough for them to pull money out of thin air. It's enough for them to take and spread around to strangers and let them come over here and quote unquote outpace us. It's enough for them to do all of that. But we can't put a number on it. James 5. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Y'all ever notice all these people that's just filthy rich, they ain't never happy? They commit suicide and they wives cheating on them and their kids gay and they got all the money in the world. Say your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Right? Like when these white folks so rich that they skin look dirty. You know the term filthy rich?
Filthy rich.
So rich your skin look dirty. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's saying about the gold. The gold is rusted, and it's going to be a witness against you. It said, ye have heaped together treasures for the last days. Y'all know this is a prophecy, right? In James chapter, y'all know this prophetic, right? It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. Cry it, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of Yahweh of hosts. For the last, few decades that I can remember, reparations has always been a topic. And every time it's been brought to the forefront, they send one of our own people out to try to nullify it. I got so many videos of our people speaking against reparations. Said, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he does not resist you. Police killings, right? What do they say when we bring up innocent, unarmed people getting killed by cops? Oh, well, statistically, white people get killed more by cops. That's what they tell you. Statistically, white people get killed more by cops. Well, you know what I say? They supposed to. They supposed to. It ain't about who getting killed more. It's the fact that y'all killing us too. Don't kill yourself. Keep doing that. Y'all doing it to us. That's the problem. And it's not supposed to be that way. We don't care about what y'all do to each other.
Yo, they getting killed because they out there, they be acting stupid, attacking the cops, all sorts of shit. They killing us for no reason.
Mm-hmm. For a broken tail light. They ain't even broke.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Yash. The Most High said that he would give us favor among our enemies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out here where I live, bro, it's known for the cops being bad and all that. Mm-hmm. I've been pulled over by the cops at least 3 or 4 times, and each time they let me go with a warrant. I got pulled over last night.
Damn.
And it happens by the grace of the Most High. It happened the same way every time. They pull me over, and I have a habit of, if I get pulled over, I'm not finna argue, I ain't finna question I ain't finna do none of that. You know what I'm finna do? I'm gonna turn the inside of my car lights on.
Yep.
I'm gonna get my driver's license and my paperwork, and I'm already have it at the window as soon as you walk up.
You know why I turn the light
with them the better.
Turning that light on is telling them that you ain't got nothing to hide.
I ain't got nothing to hide.
Ain't no guns, nothing like that. So they're gonna be calm.
They're looking for you to resist, protest, give them lip, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, nah, I ain't doing all that, man.
Listen,
I ain't got no time for just give me a
Yeah.
You're already black
says, answer your oppression
in the dark.
quickly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir.
I'm gonna tell y'all how this go. I'm gonna tell you how this go. I do that, right? Each time it's happened this way, every time. Praise the Most High. I don't say a word. I just have it ready for them. They introduce themselves. How you doing tonight, man? Oh, I'm doing all right, man. Then they tell me why they pulled me over, right? Last night he pulled me over because he said I switched lanes and didn't signal properly, right? But the dude was telling me the whole time. So I pulled over, right? You did this and you did that, and he just asked me, hey, so where you coming from? Man, I'm just coming from work. Where you work at? I work at the DC out there in Dayton. Oh, which one? Saying, oh, you work out there? Oh man, it's that's far, man. I used to work out there, man, and I know some people. This is how I go every time. Now, once it get like that, now I'm just soaking it up.
Oh, now you good.
I'm letting them lead the conversation. I'm soaking it up. They get to question me, like last night. I told them I'm coming from Dayton and everything. How long you been working out there, man? I'm going on 2 years, He he asked me about the shift I work and everything. I'm explaining to him, you know, man, I'm on this certain shift, but you know, I'm trying to get off this shift because you know it's wearing me out and this and that. So we just get to small talking, you know. And he, all right, man, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take this and you know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do this.
If you ain't got nothing in it, then you be all right. That's that's how they used to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, but
if you're paying out on this, you'll be all right.
But see, one
warning this time, let you know that you know that's how they do.
But see, the thing about it, twice they pulled me over and my insurance had lapsed.
Oh, did.
And so each one of them times, you know, they, you know, your insurance lapsed. Yeah, man, I'm gonna take coverage soon. Oh yeah, man, just get you the cheapest insurance you can get, man. As long as you got some, you know, ain't that many cars out on the road tonight, so you good. I'm gonna let you go. And I drive away praising the Most High each time.
That's what's up.
But look though, Brother E, there's a scripture. I know you know it because you actually doing what the Messiah said do. It says, agree with thy adversaries quickly.
Exactly.
Whilst thou art in the way with him. Lest at any time thy enemy or thy adversary deliver thee to the damn judge, and then the judge gonna deliver you to the damn officer, and then your ass gonna be cast into prison. That's what happened. You sitting up there talking about. You sitting up there talking.
I got out of a DWI.
You sitting up there talking about you a sovereign citizen, but you a damn enemy. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You an enemy to them.
Listen, you can be at peace with your enemies, bro. It's possible. I ain't saying your enemy is gonna be your friends, right? But you can be at peace.
Keep arguing with them damn officers, see what happens to you. The Most High telling you to listen to him.
That's when you stupid.
And every time you look, they be trying to say, I'm a sovereign citizen, and they go to jail all the time. I've seen so many niggas try to act like, oh, I can drive without a license because I got the right to travel. Your ass end up in jail all the damn time.
See, I didn't even tell my wife I got pulled over. Listen, I didn't tell my wife I got pulled over last night. Now she's looking upside my head.
I'm not listening to the scripture.
See, they can claim that sovereign. I tell them, man, there is no law that the black man has that the white man's bound to respect. That's in the Constitution.
You sitting up there arguing with your enemy. You ain't got no power. He got the power over you. He got the gun, the badge, and the damn system. Do y'all know where the police came from?
Listen, and he got the power to say, you know what, man, I'm gonna give you a warning and just let you go.
Right. I remember that time, man. They was popping all up over the videos, getting their asses whooped, claiming that shit. You remember that a few years back? It was happening. I'm a this, I'm a that. He's not, you know, get off me, help.
Look,
throwing their black ass in jail.
I even seen one video. Of a
dumb as hell.
Look, I even seen one video of a dude who looked like he may have learned from a camp. He got the calling on Yahweh Shai, and the police got the busting that window out, dragging the dude out the window, man. You know, and the whole time he being disrespectful and belligerent. It's like, come on, man, it ain't about being weak or none of that, bro. Because trust me, if it come to close combat or anything like that, bro, I can't see me losing, bro. Especially if my life on the line. So I don't even think about that.
Right.
You know, I don't let it get to that.
I've been driving for a long time with it. Damn, I've been driving a long time and I ain't got pulled over in a while. Since I came into this truth.
Yeah. Praise God.
I don't get pulled over. Yeah. And I'll drive for a living.
Yeah.
I got the hair, I got the nigga look, all that. I don't get pulled over. I don't even know the last time I got pulled over.
Hey, speaking of them, they said whites get killed more by the cops. I seen this one video where this guy got into a shootout with the police right in front of his house. This dude went in his house, bro, put on a vest, like, you know what I'm saying? He had all the stuff ready, had a vest. He come out there with the gun, and he's standing on one side of the car, shooting back at the cops. And the cops shooting at him. He get hit, right? And as he get hit, you just hear him say, "Oh!" And he just dropped. He said, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done."
Yeah.
Look, he tapped out, bro, in the shootout. How you tap out in the shootout?
See,
how you still alive?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done.
That nigga put him in a submission.
No, they good.
That nigga
They
tapped out.
ass. That's what happened. They threw him in that car and whooped his ass before he made it up to that jail. Whooped his ass.
Yep, indeed, man.
So, what you doing shooting at us?
Like, ain't no tapping out in the shootout, bro.
Look at here. You supposed to be dead.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine them reading you your charges and shit. Tapping out in the shootout.
Shoot, he got shot.
Shootout and then you tapped out, man.
Look,
the nigga shooting.
He's out of
you know, they shoot back, and all of a sudden he just put the gun down. Fuck, get out of here.
Look, guess what they shot him. Guess what they shot him.
He went to court, the whole laugh.
I quit.
The whole court laughed at him.
Look, guess where they shot him?
In the knee.
In the ass. In the ass. They shot him in the ass.
I would have shot him right in his ass.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man.
They didn't want to kill him.
Look.
Shot him right in his ass. See,
look,
look,
I'm gonna tell you what happened. He was shooting at them. They were shooting back, and as he was shooting at them, he turned around and dropped down. That's when they shot him.
So he tried to spin move, huh?
Yeah. He tried to turn his back so he get away, and they shot him.
Yeah. He thought he was doing the Matrix and shit. And he got right in the middle of his spin and dropped down. The drop was when that shit hit him right in his ass and shit.
The man thought he can press charges
lay across the damn parking lot and shit.
Nah, he tried to do that. He was too old. He thought that old military training was still in him. Like, nah, bro.
I told him, man, come on, man, you too old for that shit. I can't even do that shit, man. Sit your ass down somewhere. Yeah, man.
It took him 2 hours to turn around, though.
Yeah, but they whooped his ass.
Look, all they was trying to do was give him a ticket, and that's what it turned to.
Yeah, and that's what they explained to him when they was whooping his ass and shit.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Most High, man.
His ass whooping.
And then they came back and seen him talk about why you shoot at us like that?
Man.
That's how they do. Before they whoop your ass, they whoop them up.
Decide you had some scriptures?
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Pull up.
I only got one more, a dedication to Israel that I want to read from the scrolls.
Go to Psalms 17. Let's start at we can start at 13. Because you could bring a lot out with just verse 13.
You got it.
It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So he just called the wicked his sword. And I can go to a couple of scriptures and let you know that the wicked is Esau, and Esau was blessed with the sword, right?
Yeah.
Which is thy sword, right? It says, for men which are thy hand, O Lord, for men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose bellies I filled with thy hidden treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. But they talk about these white people that didn't have us in slavery and stuff like that. They didn't do nothing. But y'all get the inheritance of those. Look at that.
Wow. Yep. It says from men. He said, deliver my soul. Yep. Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
That have their portion in this life. Look at that. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I will be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. Now, didn't the Messiah say we're gonna be like just like him?
Yep. Yep.
In the resurrection.
Yep. You say, I will be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. Yep. With the glory of the Most High on us. You know what, man?
These three verses kill. It's like it's telling us that the Most High punished us, and He gonna deliver us from the punishment, which is the damn sword, which is the damn heathens. That's like I said. I used this analogy back in the day. My mom used to go tell me to go get a switch, so she could whoop my ass with it, right? And then when she get done with the switch, she throw it right back outside. Because the switch is only a tool to correct, right?
It's funny you use a switch as an analogy because a switch is only good for a certain amount of time anyway.
Yep.
Like you remember you used to get whooping with a switch. And she'll grab a switch. It'd be an old switch. She say, "Go get me some new switches, some fresh switches." And she get the twisting the mug.
Man, that was an art, man.
Look, they get the braid in the mugs. You're like,
y'all, the ladies don't forgot the art of the switch.
Yeah, see,
oh my goodness.
The modern women don't know nothing about that.
Oh my goodness, the art of that was an art.
It'd be a fresh, like a whip. Look, it'd be a fresh neon green switch.
Ooh. Every time you listen, you're trying to pick out something that's not gonna hurt. Every time you pick it out, it still hurt.
But then that switch, once it's used, let's say you use it and you leave it out, the next day that switch gonna be bad. You gotta throw it out.
Yep, it's gonna dry out.
It's gotta be fresh so they can get that crack on your ass. Crack it like
it make that noise. It make a noise. You know what I'm saying?
Like, damn, boy.
Yep.
Like I guess they must have taught that in Hebrew school back in the day or something, you know? Broke that all the way up. Promise.
Go
get me that. Go fetch me that dogwood switch over there yonder.
And look what the scriptures say. He said, I'm gonna send the worst of the heathen. It's a scripture that says I'm gonna send the worst of the heathens on Israel.
And believe me, they are the worst.
Yeah. He said I'm gonna send
the Edomites are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Edomites. They're the worst. The border of wickedness.
Yep.
Yep. Ain't that what happened in Luke 21? And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, the Romans, right there. Come on, man.
Yep. So this
Edom's about to get his. Edom's getting his even as we speak it. I'm
just pay attention to these
waiting
words,
for the cookie to crumble when they say,
thy
"Look,
sword, the wicked."
This is what really happened."
Yeah.
When they say America has gotten
Arise.
Hey, I was just gonna ask you, decide how would you think a Christian would interpret this? Because when you read this, it's giving you key, what I call context clues, the wording within the passage. You know, the wicked, the sword, right?
Yep.
It says, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, right? From men, which are thy hand.
There you go again, reiterating it.
Right.
The men of the world. Keep reiterating it. From men of the world.
Which have
the
their
wicked,
portion
the
in
sword, the men of the world is all the same people.
Now you can tie this whole passage with the Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Because it talks about that, right? Watch this. That have their portion in this world. Right? Oh, not chapter 5. Chapter 2, I think. Let me see. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. Right? For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air, and our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as a trance of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. That is a nigga trying to really convince himself to do whatever he trying to do. Do you know what these sound like? This sound like the Epstein regime right here. Let's go on and do it, man. Because when we die, ain't nobody gonna remember us and all this. We remembering everything, right? It says, "For our time is a very shadow that passed away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on." Let's get it in. Let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures as in you. That's what's happening to them children and them animals. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Let no flower of the spring. That just hit me, y'all. What is a flower?
That's how foul they are.
What does a flower represent?
A woman on her to pass the flower of her age.
Come on, man.
Yeah, child. Yeah.
So now that's why you hear these dudes talking about, oh, she's 13, 12, 13, 14. Come on, man. 12, 13, 14-year-old girl don't even know how to clean herself right. And they saying, let's get that. They saying, let's get that. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us leave tokens, right? Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice.
Hold on. Real quick. It says, spare the widow, reverence the ancient gray hair, right? Then the scriptures say that they will not have no in the curses, Deuteronomy 28, that they will have no favor towards the old.
Yep. Or the young.
Didn't it say that? Or the young, right?
Yep.
When it say no favor, that's talking about what it just said in verse what? 9? go back up a little bit. No favor towards the old or the young. So they taking whatever they get. What it say right there? Let no flower of the spring pass. Come on, man. They ain't showing no. Come on, man.
The
no
young
favor.
or the old.
The favor of the young. Look what they're doing to the young. People want to talk about sex trafficking. The transatlantic slave trade and the Arab slave trade was the biggest.
Right here in the scriptures, man. This is revealing the hearts of these people right here in the scriptures. And this is why when we brought this out before for people who saying these people can be saved, these Gentiles can be saved, the same book tell you not to trust your enemy. Well, not this book, but Sirach. I think the 10th chapter tell you not to trust your enemies. Even if they come prostrating and bowing down and humbling themselves. Don't trust them. Better not. They say, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings, and he upbraided us with our offending the law. Right? And objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education, because y'all's education is contrary to the law. Our education and our constitution includes the law. It's centered around that, because that's what the Bible say. It says when the wicked rule, the people mourn, right? Or it says what it said? It said
when the righteous are in authority. Talk about that.
It say righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people.
It's a reproach to any people. Yeah. Yep.
That's why we at the bottom, so-called black people, because we left our constitution. We left our true way of life. Now we living after the manner of the heathens. See? He didn't say he was sending us to paradise. He sent us, put it like this. He sent us to the swamp, right? And instead of us, we in the worst part of the swamp. Because that's the lifestyle of the nations. Don't nobody want to go to no swamp and walk around. If somebody put you in the middle of a swamp, you probably want to stand in one spot and not move because you don't want to touch nothing.
Should I do that in public bathrooms?
Man, I had to use the bathroom because I don't do the number 2.
Me neither.
This bathroom is so bad, bro. I had to stand on one foot.
Hey, look, the bathroom is so nasty, I don't even pee in the toilet.
No, it's a public bathroom.
Hey, man, I've been to something so nasty, I just went outside.
Fuck around and pee with the damn door open with your eyes
That's
closed.
it, man. That's when it's bad. You got to go with the door.
You know what I'm saying?
You're standing on one foot because you don't want your foot, you don't want to step on the floor. That's the mentality we supposed to have among the nations.
That's kind of the mentality I do have. Shit.
Look at him, flamingo, man. Come on.
Nah, he cream style. Both hands to the side.
When you got to make it happen, you got to make it happen, bro. I'm telling you.
I just pictured that shit.
You got to have some balance. Look, you don't even want to touch the walls. You like, damn.
But you know what? It is true, man, because I've been going to a whole lot of bathrooms, man. It's like these people just miss it, man. It's like they falling short of the damn rim until I'm like, damn, you know. Well, it's always wet in the front. I'm starting to think this shit.
Like how all these people do the same thing.
Is it that bad, bro?
Hey man, we should be beyond that by now. But man, look, you got another one, Josiah.
Yeah, yeah. Because you started with James, right? That's
Yeah,
the judgment, right? That
yeah.
James 5. Go to Psalm 73 and 12.
Ooh, I think I know what this is. You got it. Yep.
It says, Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. These are the ungodly that prosper in the world. They increase in riches. James 5 said, Go to now. Go back to that.
Go to now, ye rich men.
Rich men. Come on, man.
Yep, these are the ungodly. And then before you even read this, right?
Yeah.
Think about all of the stuff that's being brought to the forefront now. All of these ungodly practices that people are telling you that this is what the rich do to keep their wealth and all this kind of shit. Now they got us looking into doing some of that stuff. Some of that stuff is useful, but you think about, if you look at some of the stuff they doing, you realize how the system is messed up. Rich people mess the system up. They blame poor people. Rich people are the only people who know how to leverage what they have to get something else and not have to pay it back. They just keep doing the same thing over and over. They the only ones know how to get money, right, and access money in ways that average people can't and not have to pay it back. They just started over and create a new identity, started over, do it again, and people wonder why the system messed up. They blame poor people, when poor people are the ones sustaining the rich people. Go ahead, bro.
I'm going to read 1 and then skip down to 5, because 5 says something very interesting. It says, Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you. Right? Skip down to 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your heart as in the day of slaughter. Now, what do pleasure of the earth mean?
Lived in pleasure in the earth and been well, it defines it with this word right here. Wanton. What is wanton? That's talking about lustful. That's talking about how you look at them Roman emperors, how they just used to freak everything and have sex at will anytime they want, and everything was this is what this is talking about. When they tell the daughters of Zion, you got wanton eyes. That's talking about women who look around flirtatiously at men and decide if she'll have sex with him on the first night and all that kind of stuff.
That's that wandering eye. That's where the wandering eye come from.
Yeah, there you go. That's what that's talking about. The only difference with the rich men, they don't have to do much. A rich man can have that eye, and a woman see that and fall right into it.
That's why it says pleasure on the earth. And let's actually get it verbatim, what it's talking about. Hebrews 11 and 25, because Moses could have been in that same situation, because he lived in the best, he had his best life under the Egyptians, right? But look what Moses did. Watch this.
Yep.
I'm gonna start at 24. It says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. So there go your pleasure right there. The Bible interprets itself, y'all.
Because them Egyptians were some big time freaks too.
Yep.
Y'all notice most of the sins that the main sin that the Most High deals with is perversion, sexual sin with most of the nations. Is mostly centered around that. Because that's how the nations serve their gods. Fornication. That's why the Bible tells us not to fornicate and flee it, because fornication is worship to a god, demon gods.
He said, he that commit fornication sin against his own body, and your body is not of yourself. You was bought with a price, so you just committed you basically in idol worship.
Yep. That's why. Yep. And that's why.
Fornication is idol worship. Yep.
See why I'm gonna prove what you said, what you just said, right? In writing. I'm prove what you said in writing. This says hold on. Hold up. Watch this. To prove what you said, right? It says, therefore, it's Testament of Reuben, chapter 4, verse 5. Therefore, my children, I say unto you, observe all things whatsoever I command you, and ye shall not sin. For a pit unto the soul is the sin of fornication, separating it from Yahweh Elohim and bringing it near to idols. Because it deceiveth the mind and understanding, and leadeth down a young man into Sheol before their time.
Wow. And what book is that?
This is Reuben chapter 4.
Okay, go to the same, I think it's the next chapter. Oh yeah, right there, verse 6. But the key word is to deceive the mind. It says to warn your daughters and your wives not to adorn themselves to deceive the mind. Read that part right there.
Yeah, it says, beware therefore of fornication, and if ye wish to be pure in mind, guard your senses from every woman.
Every woman.
And command the women likewise not to associate with men, that they also may be pure in mind. Hold on. That's not the part.
Well, I think it's up a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. It says right here, it says, for a woman cannot force a man openly, but by a harlot's bearing she beguiles him. Flee therefore fornication, my children, and command your wives and your daughters that they adorn not their heads and faces to deceive the mind. Now watch this. Because every woman who uses these wiles hath been reserved for eternal punishment.
Damn.
So if you're around here trying to trick people into thinking you look like Tyra Banks when you look like the Crypt Keeper, because she looked like the Crypt Keeper. Right? Or this is, I'm being that was in jest, but just letting you know, fornication, right? And what that does to men. This is why when we share this with the brothers, we bring this out. Because this life, man, we see this stuff happening every day.
Tyra Stank.
Tyra Shanks. Crypt Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that just going into that spirit of lust and fornication. You see what I'm saying? This is the end result of it, but this is the mindset that these people at the top have. Right? They saying, let's go on and do all this, because when we die, it ain't, we ain't coming back, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be like we never was here. Now, in essence, what they saying is true, because the Most High going to make it as though they had never been, right? but not not like how they think.
Not the way you think. Not like hate don't mean hate. Not
Right.
the way you think, like that.
Say women don't go anywhere without lashes and makeup. Well, they need to start, man. They need to start. Like at this point in the game, you know, especially learning about all of this stuff, man. My wife was showing me this how a lot of them cosmetics is contributes to a lot of the problems they end up having. Migraines and all that. You know, if you got a headache all the time, but you always
Because
got
they're
to
getting their hair done. Yeah, they're getting their hair done. You got to take aspirins just because you got your hair done. You don't need that shit in your head.
like, what are you doing that your head is hurting so bad? You know, it's reason behind that. And it's really an attack against the natural beauty of black women.
Yep.
And I ain't afraid to say it, you know. Start out regular.
Bring the afro out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Start walking every day. You know what I'm saying? Drinking water every day. And tie that little snap pea up in the back and just let it grow. Vegetables grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, leave it alone. Stop putting all that stuff in your head. Just leave your hair alone. That's the first thing a black woman think about is her hair. Man, leave your hair alone.
And go on, rock the snap pea, man.
Dirt will grow your hair.
He said, I hate these lashes. They look like ostriches. Standing in the store one day. That lady eyelash so long, she scratching the back of my neck. Tickling the back of my neck. What the hell? No,
every time she blink, huh?
I'm just playing. Like, quit blinking.
Heavy blinking ass.
Look, she blinking. It feel like somebody fanning you with a piece of paper. But man, that what was that you had brought out, that last one?
That Psalms?
Yeah. What was that?
I think that was, let me go back to it.
Was it 70 something?
73 and 12.
Yeah. Psalm 73 and 12. It said, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. These are the ungodly who prosper in the world. Now, you know, some people might interpret that a certain type of way, but it's just letting you know, if you see somebody prospering in the world, you know, then you know some compromise has been made. But I got one more. You got another one?
Go ahead, bring yours out. I'm about to get ready and get off.
Yeah, I'm in too. But in light of what is happening with the war, and now we have this thing with the UN. 123 nations have agreed that the transatlantic slave trade is the worst crime of humanity. The worst crime of humanity, right? That's ever. We established that in Scripture in Daniel chapter 9. Up under the whole heaven has not happened as it has happened to Jerusalem. Right? Anybody want to bring up the Barbary pirates and all that? You know, you show them Daniel's 9, right? And then ask them who the Barbary pirates are today. And then sit and just look at the stupid look on their face. Because that's a card to play. Right? If the Bible tells us no nation has suffered to this magnitude that we have, what you telling me about the white folks being enslaved by the Barbary pirates? How I know that wasn't their own people? And what does that have to do with this slavery? Right? What does America enslaving us have to do with somebody enslaving white folks? Say, what about the Irish? Man, look. Irish what? Irish Springs?
I was just gonna say Springs. It's about some soap.
Irish what?
That shit dry you out.
Man, I ain't used that soap in years. I don't even think it really get you clean, honestly. It just got that smell to it, but it ain't. I use regular white soap, man. That old school soap we used to use as babies.
Mm-hmm.
How you clean just like a baby, boy. I'm telling you. Never go wrong. But they try to bring up all these other things to nullify what we've been through, but the scriptures tell us that ain't nobody got it. Ain't nobody got us on this. Listen, I am proud to say that ain't nobody been through slavery like we have. You know why? Because the Most High told us that when we wake up and realize that, right, that he was going to have something good for us. I realized that because I understand why it happened and the magnitude behind it. When you enter into a covenant with the Most High God and he gives you everything and you turn your back on him the way you do, you really deserve worse than that. We deserved worse than what we got, y'all. No matter how, no matter what we can go and look at and say, man, this is messed up. They eating us and making us using our skin to make boots and doing just think of the worst atrocity that ever happened, and we deserved worse than that.
And one of the prophets agreed with you. I think one of the prophets said that thou hast not punished stuff according to our sins.
Huh. I mean, what would you rather be? I'm grateful to have been alive in this time. Because when you look
I'd rather fall in that.
Huh?
I'd rather fall in the hands of the Most High than the hands of man, because the Most High will have mercy.
Yep. And that's what he did. You see traces of that. Even in this captivity, the Most High was merciful.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? There were times where our people stood up because it was just too much. Right? You ever been in a situation where it's just too much, and you've been dealing with so much, you haven't been fighting back, and now all of a sudden it's just something in you just fighting back. That's where them slave revolts came from. It was too much. Too much seeing your children getting done any kind of way. Your wife as a man, your wife and your children. I couldn't imagine that, bro. I couldn't. And that's why I don't
telling us we need to go back into slavery. I had a nigga tell me we should go back to slavery. Them niggas don't know what actually happened in slavery for you to be saying that.
Man, look. We are blessed and fortunate, bro.
I would have slapped him. Man.
We don't listen. We don't even take our record seriously to know that the prophets and the apostles prayed on our behalf. And they set the tone to where all we have to do. They
saw it.
Yeah, they set the tone to where all we have to do is believe on their works and the things that they laid out. And we can't even do that. Because you got
it was written for our learning.
Look, we can't even do that because you got niggas wanting to talk about the Bible was written by the white man. Or the Bible is a fairy tale. And all the scriptures is asking us to do is take heed and believe. Make the adjustments we need to make and just watch. We in the last days. We in this thing. I'm telling you, man. I really don't even got all the words to express how I really feel. you know, but I'm chilling though. Watch this. The apostrophe to Zion. This is for my people. It says, I will remember you, O Zion, for a blessing. With all my might, I love you. With all my might, I love you. Show me where the Most High ever spoke to any other nation in this manner. It say, your memory is to be blessed forever. Your hope is great, O Zion. Peace and your awaited salvation will come. Generation after generation shall dwell in you, and generations of the pious shall be your ornament. They who desire the day of your salvation shall rejoice in the greatness of your glory. Because I told you salvation has an appointed day, an appointed time, and an appointed place. He said, I will place salvation in Israel, for Zion my glory. Say, they shall be suckled in the fullness of your glory, and in your beautiful streets they shall make tinkling sounds. You shall remember the pious deeds of your prophets, and shall glorify yourself in the deeds of your pious ones. Right? This is what we're doing now, right? You shall remember the pious deeds of your prophets. How are we doing that today? Right? It's because we're now looking at the words of prophecy through the right lens, through the proper understanding. We understand what prophecy is. And the Most High is causing that to happen. He causing us to understand the works and the words, the writings that the prophets left behind for us. These are some things we got to do. Say, cleanse violence from your... This is all we got to do, y'all. This is all we got to do. Cleanse violence from your midst. Lying and iniquity, may they be cut off from you. You see that, Josiah?
Yep. I definitely see it.
What's so hard about that? Why we can't stop killing each other, lying on each other, and backbiting, and, you know, wanting to see the next man down, or, you know, don't want the next man to have what you don't have. See what I'm saying? He say, put all that away. Lying and iniquity. It say, your sons shall rejoice within you, and your cherished ones shall be joined to you. Didn't he say we're going to sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom? It says, your cherished ones shall be joined to you. How much they have hoped in your salvation. Right? What Mashiach say about Abraham? He said, Abraham rejoiced when he seen my day. The day of the Lord. What's that? What day is that? Right? It says, how much your perfect ones have mourned for you. I told y'all the ground, the work already been done on our behalf. The prophets, the apostles, right? In Mashiach, they all it's already laid out for us. It say, your hope, O Zion, shall not perish. We already got a reservation. Say, your expectation will not be forgotten. Say, is there a just man who has perished? Is there a man who has escaped his iniquity? Man is tried according to his way. Each is repaid according to his deeds. Watch this. Your oppressors shall be cut off from around you, O Zion, and all who hate you shall be dispersed. Your oppressors shall be cut off from around you, and all who hate you shall be dispersed. Your praise is pleasing, O Zion. It rises up in all the world. Didn't he say in the prophecy that I have created this people for myself. They shall bring forth my praise.
Yep.
It's laid out. Your praise is pleasing, O Zion. It rises up in all the world. Many times I will remember you for a blessing. I will bless you with all my heart. You shall attain to eternal righteousness and shall receive blessings from the noble. Take the vision which speaks of you and the dreams of the prophets requested for you. Be exalted and increase, O Zion. Praise the Most High, your Redeemer. May my soul rejoice in your glory. All praise to the Most High. It don't get no better than that, y'all. For a blessing for the people. This is the blessing for Israel. The blessing to come. All right, it's all written down. It's all mapped out. Everything we see happening today is written in prophecy. 400 years of affliction being fulfilled. It's written in prophecy. The nation being judged after that 400 years written in prophecy, and our deliverance is also written in the same prophecy.
Hey, I like when it said the divisions. Go, can you go to real quick? 2 Peter 3:2. Because I'm gonna always tell people to keep reading the scriptures. Just read the scriptures.
Yep. 2 Peter.
He said he showed the secrets to the prophets. The Messiah and the apostles, they only confirming the words of the prophets, right?
Indeed.
What it say right there? It says that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles, and of our Lord and Savior. Keep in mind of the things that were spoken of the holy prophets. Because when you go to Revelation, it also talks about all things being fulfilled that the prophets have spoken, even in the book of Revelation.
Yeah. You want to bring that up?
Yeah, I could.
It all stems back. That's why, you know, the prophets and the apostles, that's our reassurance. And if we believe on the words of the prophets and on the words and the acts of the apostles, we have a promise, right? That's why I said before, the Bible is like a contract between the Most High and his
22. Yep.
You can't infringe on a contract. You can't, you know, if it's already set and you alter it, right? That contract becomes null and void. Revelations what?
22.
Okay. 22. 12.
6.
Oh, 6. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, these sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord God of the holy prophets, sent to show unto his servants the things which shall be shortly be done. Y'all see that?
Yeah. Yahweh Elohim of the prophets sent his angels to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done.
Now go to 9.
Yep. Say, then said he unto...
Yeah, read it. Go ahead. Read it. You got it.
It say, then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book, worship Elohim. And he was talking to one of the angels, right?
Yep, exactly.
That was one of the angels. You know what? When I read this, bro, it's like I don't know how to explain it. This is the angel saying that I am thy fellow servant, right? Because he said the angels were going to be ministering spirits.
They hit to serve us. Yep.
Then he said, and of thy brethren, the prophets. So the angels are our brethren. They are servants and our brethren. Imagine that. He said, I am of thy brethren, and I am of thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, the prophets.
And brother has context. It's a meaning to brethren. Ain't it?
Yep. Yep. And it's not spiritual.
It's not spiritual.
Spiritual brethren. Brothers in Christ. Right.
My brother and my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
Yep.
It behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. Therefore, he took on the seed of Abraham. Come on, man.
Man. So, we've been saying it for a while. It's getting ready to go down, y'all. At this point, I think I'm kind of, leaning towards what Kadar said. Kadar said he don't even feel like debating nobody. Right. I think I'm leaning toward that, but I'll get out there though still.
That's funny. We haven't been doing that either.
We haven't. I mean, people been running, but I'll get out there still though for the truth's sake. But at this point, man, if you can't see that we in this time, the 400-year prophecy being fulfilled, I just say, man, just sit tight, man. Just sit tight, because prophecy tells us that our brothers and sisters who err in spirit, right, their eyes are going to be open. Me personally, I'm not hoping for none of my people to get condemned, whether you believe it or not, whether we agree or not. You know what I'm saying? But I will tussle with you though. I'll get out there with you. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really want to, but I'll do it. Just for the reps. You know what I'm saying? Just for the listen's sake. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just for the reps. Just for the listen's sake. Because I'm telling you, man, all we doing now.
I think it's very entertaining. I think it's very entertaining.
Yeah, it's for content.
I get joy out doing that. Yep.
You crazy, man.
It's for content. We're not gonna pass up on no good reps now.
Yeah, now they quiet now. The mugs is quiet because listen, they quiet because they know.
ET, yeah, the connection. But yeah, man, I say let's keep it peeled, man. I want to come back too, because I want to deal some more with this indigenous issue too. You know what I mean? I want to call some of these people out, to the forefront, because I feel some type of way about this, man, honestly. And I don't know why. It just irritates me that a lot of our people take this belief when I know what I'm capable of, like reading wise, comprehension wise. I'm not no genius or nothing, but I ain't no dummy. And I just think a lot of our people are being dummies right now, purposely just being stupid, man. Just purposefully being stupid, purposefully reading things and putting things up out of context. And the shit just gets on my nerves, man. It irks me. I'm getting irked, you know, but I'm chilling at the same time. I just want to talk about it because, to be honest, you know, I feel like a lot of y'all in the chat might have some of that belief and just may not be saying nothing about it. And that's cool, you know, but I like to keep things in perspective, man. And I think this is a distraction. You know, it's a deep distraction, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's being dealt with the right way. It's being dealt with the right way. I want to see if one of these people will come out into the street. You know what I'm saying? Brother Yash, when you was growing up in the neighborhood, when it was a fight, did y'all used to come out into the street and just be like a circle in the street?
Mm-hmm. Wow, they used to run, man. I used to see shit like that. You get a whole crowd of people, I used to just walk away.
I'm just saying, like, if it went down, I want somebody with this indigenous belief to just come out in the street, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, when we was young, dudes step out in the street, you know, they pull their shirt off, you know, and they finna catch a few rounds, you know what I'm saying? After that, it just clear out. Or until the police comes, somebody call the police come, everybody starts scattering.
That's why I used to avoid it. I already knew the outcome.
Yeah, but see, nobody was shooting in, you know what I'm saying? Later on, they started shooting and stuff, you know. But all praise to y'all, man. You know, I want to thank y'all in the chat too for vibing out with us. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe on both channels, T.I.R and Resurrecting the Truth. You know, appreciate the fellowship. Appreciate the input, the participation in the chat. Y'all hit the like. Also, too, we would appreciate if y'all leave more comments in the comment section. Not within this comment section, but to the video. You know, go to the comment section of the video, leave a comment. You know, even if it's a like or something like that. You know, to try to you know, get our people coming in. We just have our platform for fellowship, brothers and sisters. Y'all want a good platform to come fellowship. You know, you ain't got nothing else going on, feel free to jump in. You know, we do interact and that kind of thing. So once again, I appreciate that. Check out trueebree.com, TRUEbree.com, TRUEBREE.com. Freshest Hebrew brand in the land. Thank y'all in advance. Y'all brothers can give some thoughts, remarks, man. Let them have it.
Yeah. America found guilty. We see what's up. The 400-year prophecy has been fulfilled. There's really not too much need to be fulfilled because all the scriptures was aiming at 70 AD. And from that time, from 70 AD, is what we have up to today. And Daniel talks about that. Daniel is a good place to start if you want to understand the New Testament and what Christ is talking about in Luke 21, Matthew, and Mark. So, yeah, America found guilty. We know who Esau is because Esau, what did he say? We don't deserve reparation. That's a perpetual hatred. All 100 and some, how many was it? 138?
Yeah, 120.
What's the number again?
123, I believe.
Okay, so 123. That's more than 3, way more than 3. So I guess we know who Esau really is. On the blessing, y'all.
Way more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 128. Okay. 128.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
A piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying that All this time, it's like all the things we was talking to, like even last year, this time it was distance. But now we can clearly see, and the world can clearly see that everything is wrapping up. Like I said, going back to them 128, whatever, you see how with haste, because that's the thing that gets me the most, man, how just out of the blue, man, what is it, week 4 of the Iran war, rather, Iran USA skirmish war. But so it was, you know how they just rushed together. Like I said, they rushed together so fast they ain't even have time to get one of us to speak for us. You know, all the coons here in America, they couldn't get one. But that's beside the point. We see it's coming. We on the cusp of the greatest deliverance. Like the scripture said, Brother E.T. brought up, it's going to make us, listen, they ain't even talking about all DVDs and CDs and reel-to-reels of the Exodus movie with White Moses, they're going to be burnt. Something great and magnificent is about to happen to us. And the fall of Babylon is going to be our absolute rise. And we living in that day.
Indeed, we are. Indeed. Once again, brothers and sisters, y'all do the right thing. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. T.I.R, Talk Show and Fellowship, as well as Resurrecting the Truth. You know, we put it down in both places, you know what I'm saying? We both one platform, but you know, due to YouTube algorithms and different things, we had to sort of split it up like that, but we all working together. So go ahead and like, subscribe to both channels. Shout out to all the brothers once again on the panel, Brother Kadar, Brother Josiah, Brother Yash, Brother T, came on for a while. I thought, Brother T came on for a little while. I seen him in the chat. Brother E.T. came on, you know what I mean? Shout out to D, you know what I mean? Run that back. All the brothers who come on, and shout out to everybody in the chat who, you know, when we fellowship, y'all make it what it is, man. Much love to y'all once again. See y'all on the next one. Shalom.
Hit the like button on the way out.
Indeed.
We are the people of God's choice. We believe in the judgment. The judgment will take place in America. The resurrection will take place in America. The separation will take place in America, and the destruction will take place in America. Doom will take place in America. Doomsday will take place right here. This is the place the Bible is talking about. When the Bible mentions devil, means America. When the Bible mentions the second Sodom and Gomorrah, that's America. When the Bible mentions Egypt, that's America. This is Rome. This is Babylon. This is that wicked kingdom that God is going to come and just fighting to in the last day. And you're living in that day right now. And I'm like, talking